What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Yin Trader with another Bitcoin price analysis and technical analysis. We're gonna take a look at Bitcoin today because some interesting things are happening and I have some information for you. So first of all, let's take a look at daily chart right now. And if we look at this accumulation pattern, I told you guys many times in the past that we're gonna see some kind of accumulation zone here, especially for the whales to have some time to drop their bags, take some profits, because if we look at the weekly chart, we're so far away from the moving averages. This is 250 moving averages right here, and when we shift so away from moving averages, then we usually see some kind of accumulation zone at the top, so the whales can literally drop their backs, and they cannot do it like right away because it's gonna push the price all the way down. We just need some time. We need to spread the news about Bitcoin going to all-time high, and there are new people coming, newcomers, so they're buying, and the street is buying, and whales are dropping their backs. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just that the whales are taking profits and dropping their backs as the newcomers with no experience are coming to the market because the price was pushed so far away from the moving averages and we're at all-time highs. And that's gonna push the price down so the whales can buy their Bitcoin back into their wallets, and that's gonna continue the price to go up. Okay, and as we look at let's come back to the daily chart, and as we look at that pattern, it kind of reminds us of M letter, McDonald's, which is usually a bearish sign. But if we look at this and that and this, it looks like a triple bottom as well, and we could have like 3 touches right here and then continuation. And that reminds me of something because I've seen this, not at the top though. I've seen it at the bottom in the previous bull market right here, and I remember exactly. It kind of looks similar in some way. 1, 2, the third touch, and then boom, we go up. So you have to be really prepared for multiple scenarios. Like, and this is the key for success in Bitcoin. You cannot predict things. Like, it's so unpredictable. You have to analyze the probability, okay? And you have to be ready for both scenarios. If it goes up, then you have to be ready to take some profits. But if it drops down, you have to have some cash ready to get into the market and do your swing trade, do your short-term profit take. So let's take a look at that, and let's see what scenarios we have right here. So now let's just move to a weekly chart, which is the best chart you can analyze for a long-term investment, even short-term, medium-term investing. And if we take a look at the weekly chart, we can clearly see this space right here. It's so much space right here away from the moving averages, and that creates some space for a little correction. And there is a scenario that I think it's possible that it's going to play out. As we can see here on the left side, this is 50 weekly moving average right here, and it kind of served as a support for this movement upward. And as we broke it, we actually entered the bear market, and we're right here. So we're pretty safe when we talk about the bull market. We're pretty safe right now because we're really high. And I've been telling you guys, I took profits around 69K, and I even took more profits in the 70s. And now we had a correction of around 20%, right? So usually the correction would go anywhere between 20% up to 40% on Bitcoin during the bull market. However, we have higher market cap, we have higher interest, we have ETFs, we have institutions coming and buying. So the situation is much different now than it used to be years ago because of the higher capitalization, and correction of 40% is much less probable than it used to be. So many people are waiting for a minus 40% correction, but is it gonna come? Like, we don't know. I would be happy with anything between minus 20% up to 30%, something like that. If 40% happens, which I think it's unlikely, that would be great, because you can literally accumulate Bitcoin with much better price. However, we should not be greedy, and we should just take what the market is giving us. So one really important level that I see on this chart is literally $52,000. It's minus 30% correction. It's 618 Fibonacci retracement level, and it's historical support from the past. So as we see here, we have another moving average, 50 weekly moving average. And if we actually make animation of like how this moving average is going to continue, and this correction mode going all the way down here, I could see something like this being played out. So actually the price can meet 3 supports, which is historical support over here at 52. It's also 618 Fibonacci retracement level, and it's also a weekly 50 moving average, which plays as a support for bull market. At least it was playing out here perfectly, as you can see here. Then we broke it actually, and we enter into the bear market. But here, that was my call from the past. We actually reached 56,000 here. I was calling 52, so I was like not super accurate, but I was right with my call about the correction. I thought we would go to actually 52, but we went to 56. But there's another movement coming down, and we can actually see 52. That would be like a perfect place to place your order. And as we bounce from that, you can make like 40% swing trade to a new all-time high. Or if your goal is 100K, then if you can get into 52, you can make almost 100%, like 95% of profit towards 1K. If 100K is your goal, is your target. Before we go to the next thing, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do that. If you like my content, like my video, leave a comment, subscribe. That's all you can do for me to help my channel grow. If you appreciate the work I do for you, that would be amazing. And now let's just take a look at one thing that I was telling you. I've been telling you guys for weeks that we were gonna see fear or extreme fear for the first time since months or years. And look what happened. We actually entered fear for the first time since long time. Let's take a look at the chart. Yeah, it's look how far we go into the fear. It's like June, July 2022. We've been growing, and then we had a big correction into the 50s. I think we were in the 40, something like here in September 2023. But there's so much space here, and I've been telling you guys that we would see fear, extreme fear, because we haven't seen it for a long time. And finally we see it, but there's still room. There's still 20s and 10s, so there's still room for improvement. And if that happens, it's actually leaves some room for another wave of this correction, another wave down. And let's see how far we can go. We can bounce, as you can see here, we bounce perfectly on the daily chart. We bounce perfectly of that moving average right here, of this 200 daily moving average, but we may break it and actually go to this important Fibonacci retracement level, and that would be an ideal play out. If that happens, literally that support should hold, and I wouldn't place my orders even at 52. I would just do anything between 54 down to 52 would be perfect. And if you can fill up your orders, that would be great. But obviously this is not financial advice. As always, this is just my personal personal opinion based on 8 years of experience on the crypto market, and you should always follow your own research and make your individual decisions. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you like it. If you did, make sure click subscribe, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just comment thank you. It's gonna help the algorithm and it's gonna help me grow my channel. I'm planning to do more videos for you, and all you can do for me is just those 3 things: like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All right, thank you so much, and I talk to you tomorrow. Bye.